what does it mean to be, for what it means to be, like really committed to our people for the long haul, and striving to make, or striving to ensure that everything that touches our lives, an instrument of our liberation. So, as I've said before, and I'll reiterate, a true leader is known by how many other leaders that they develop, right? And a true organization for our liberation can be known by the other leaders that it helps to cultivate and the other leaders that it gives a platform to. So one of the things we're doing over this weekend is trying to show you all what does our full staff have to offer, as well as trying to provide opportunities for students to lead, because you all make up the organization. So without further ado, if we could give a warm round of applause to Brother McConnington Dodgy. Black people, how we feeling?
Great.
Full. All right, ready to go to sleep. So, yes. So my name is McConnington Dodgy. I'm a fourth-year student at Cal State Dominguez Hills, majoring in Afrikan studies, minoring in women's studies, among a slew of other things. But really, I'm just focused on my people. And you know, as we sort of move in our different spaces and we ascend, I think it's important for us to, as we ascend and as we climb, to lift those around us. Right? It does us no good if we put our heads down and we grind, get to the top of the mountain and you by yourself. There's no one there to celebrate it with you. So in my efforts, in my work, that's what I'm constantly trying to do is lift up as I climb. So that when I get to the top, we all do. And we can all revel in that together. Is that solid? Mm-hmm. Cool. So today I'll be giving a lesson on the Black Campus Movement, and by no means is this an exhaustive, like, this is everything you need to know. If anything, it's just the tip of the iceberg on this movement itself. By show of hands, has anyone heard of the Black Campus Movement? Okay, hands down. By show of hands, who has not heard of the Black Campus Movement? And that's okay, I'm not gonna be like, oh, get up out of here. Okay, cool. So we can think of the Black Campus Movement. We all know what the Black Power Movement is, right? Okay. So we can think of the Black Campus Movement as being sort of a branch off of the Black Power Movement. And what's interesting about learning branches off of movements is that sometimes we look at just the movements themselves but fail to recognize that there are actually numerous branches off of them. And while the root of the Black Campus Movement is, and it was and is Black Power, it was very unique and you know, different from the Black Power movement in and of itself. So these are the two primary texts that I engage in this presentation. This is one of them right here, the Black Revolution on Campus and the Black Campus Movement. These are two critical texts that on our campus, in our respective BSU, we reference these heavily just because I really see them as these cornerstones of what it means to be a Black college student. And before we move any further, it is only right that we give honor and tribute and respect to those of our people who gave their lives, right, for this movement to come to fruition. These are people just like us, right? They were our age, taking our classes, doing all these different things. And in spite of all of their aspirations and all of their goals, they laid them all down so that they could forward the movement and forward the struggle. If there's no other connection between who we are today and the past, it's these names right here. Right? We're sitting in these seats because of the sacrifices these folks made. Right? So Benjamin Brown, Leonard E. Brown Jr., Great Tiger Dowd, Philip Gibbs, James Earl Green, Willie E. Grimes, Samuel Henry Jr., Larry B. Kimmons, Delano Middleton, Harry Nicholas Rice, Denver A. Smith, Henry E. Smith, Samuel Young Jr., John Huggins, and Wilson Carter. When we look at this list, what do we notice? Is there anything that kind of sticks out to us?
HBCUs.
Okay, HBCUs. What else? Okay, men. Let's focus on the school aspect though, 'cause that's a good one. So, Brother Manny said HBCUs, but what else do we see about schools up here?
High school.
Okay. So there's a connection, right? Sometimes we think of a black campus as being exclusively a college. But by studying the black campus movement, we can see that the black campus movement synthesized black resistance between high school and college. Right? We had high school brothers and sisters right there on the battlefield with us in college. So by studying this, I hope that we understand that by no means was the black campus movement this isolated thing that only a few black college students did. This was nationwide. Let me go do some reading in here. Brother Joseph, can you read this for me? For us, please. Oh, sorry, just right here, bro. We can't stay late.
The role of the student. The youth belong to the revolution. Our universities, colleges, and schools and enemy held in contested zones can become centuries of revolutionary protest. Students should establish close links with the workers and provide the spark needed to set in motion demonstrations, strikes, boycotts, and armed insurrection. Right?
Yes, sir.
Boom. Effective student-worker cooperation can paralyze a reactionary power structure and compel change. In liberated areas, students must constantly guard and revitalize the revolution. On our youth depends the future of Africa and the continent's total liberation and unity.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So this comes from, this is an excerpt from Kwame Nkrumah's Handbook of Revolutionary Warfare. What year was that published?
1968.
And that was about, what, 50, 51 years ago. We don't know math, it's just okay though, right? So, 50 years ago, 51, thank you sister, appreciate it. 51 years ago, right? Is 51 years a long period of time or a short period of time? What makes it a short period of time? Say it again? People were still alive, right? We can think of people like family members, right? Grandparents, aunties, uncles, they were born in what, the 40s, the 50s, the 30s, right? And they're still alive today. I hope, if nothing else, we grasp the idea that history by no means is this abstract and this foreign thing that we study in antiquity, like, oh wow, look what happened thousands and millions. We're not studying no dinosaurs, right? We're studying things that only happened a generation ago, right? And we can talk to people who were involved in all of this history today, right? So it's important for us to really understand the close connection between the Black Campus Movement and what we're doing in this room today and onward. So from this statement right here, what stands out to us? Like when you read it, you were like, oh. Say, what you say?
Enemy held in contested zone.
Okay, enemy held contested zone. What is Kwame trying to say when he says that? What is he talking about? Let's think. What does it mean for something to be an enemy held zone?
They have the power to this?
Okay, right? And what does it mean to hold something? Possession, you own it, you occupy it, right? Enemy held in contested zones. Would we classify our own institutions as being enemy held in contested zones?
Absolutely.
Would we? It's a question.
Yes.
Why? What's that? What's that?
Cause white.
Okay. Yes, it's white. Go ahead. Hold on, go ahead.
I felt like the article, American history is a required GE, but American history will not go over African history, African and Black history, which is American history, and instead will offer that as an elective designed to make the students feel like there is a commitment to diversity when there really is not.
Real quick, can somebody just shout out their black student population percentage on campus?
3.8.